Welcome to our dragon home, a place where Vikings and dragons finally live in peace, where dragons aren't just being dragons anymore, they're raising families, having fun, and occasionally getting up to no good. Join me today for episode 1, where a mysterious thief is stealing our village's sheep, and everyone thinks my dragons are to blame. So we set out to clear their name, but what we uncover is something way bigger. A rogue dragon hiding in the mountains, a tense first encounter that nearly ends in disaster, and a moment that might just change everything when we discover why it's stealing. Plus, an unexpected shock when we arrive home. Let's dive in. Okay, quiet down you lot. I'm trying to listen into what the farmers are saying. Dragons stealing our flock? They have to go? 4 sheep this week? Oh no, not a petition. Oh, you guys, I don't want to have to be dealing with the farmers. But, you know, they kind of have a point. Supposedly, whoever did this left a big mess of fire and ash in the pen. They're pretty furious. This is your chance to own up. So, come on. Did any of you do it? Oh, midnight? You think it was Batman? You're blaming your own kid. That's pretty funny. Batman, what have you got to say for yourself? Was it you? I thought I trained you all better. Hey, you can't pretend to sleep. I know you're faking. Batman, wake up. I know you hear me. There you go. Okay, listen. I don't know if it was any of you, but we need to get to the bottom of it either way to clear your names. The last thing we want is for the farmers to get us kicked out of this village. The damage done could only have been from a powerful dragon. So you Night Furies are on the hook. Storm, you're okay. As a deadly natter, we know you leave more of a spiky trail with your tail attack. So you're safe. So I spent some more time questioning the dragons. Was it any of them? I couldn't be sure. They occasionally get up to no good, but this seemed like something different. The farmers were furious and we need to keep the peace in the village. So it was up to us to figure it out. Okay gang, I need you to stay here and be on your absolute best behavior. Midnight, you're coming with me. If there is anything dangerous around there, I'd feel a bit safer with you around. Besides, this way I get to see the look on your face when we get there. See if you're guilty or not. Okay Midnight, try to keep a low profile. Remember, the villagers are really angry at you right now. I don't believe you would do something like this, but they do. So we need to prove to them that the Night Fury family is innocent. So first step, let's go see the crime scene. Uh-oh, this is not good. Look at all of this damage. The grass and the surrounding area has been totally charred up. This is a bad look. Not many dragons have dragon fire powerful enough to do this. Not a good look for you and the Night Furies, I'm afraid. But it's not over yet. There might be some clues around to give us more information. So I got to work. My Night Furies weren't about to take the blame for something they didn't do. I spent time searching the pen for clues, desperate to find something to clear their name. I checked everywhere, but all I could find was more scorched earth. It didn't help that the villagers came to watch and just comment on everything we were doing. But when you're around Night Furies a while, you pick up on things others might not notice. For example, the scorch marks. While they are powerful, they're not consistent with what I've seen from Night Furies before. Okay Midnight, good news and bad news. I've finished my investigation and unfortunately didn't find anything to clear your name, but the good news is I think it's pretty clear, to me at least, that this wasn't from a Night Fury. So I have a plan. Our mission is now to scout out the sheep pen. Whatever attacked the pen may just come back, as there are still some sheep and goats wandering about. If we can catch it in the act, then we can put a stop to it and the villagers will stop going after the Night Furies. But we need to keep this secret. It's a covert mission, which means we'll need to go when the sun is setting, and we'll also need to be well hidden from sight. And for that, we're gonna need a few bits. Come on, follow me. Okay, the plan was set and we needed a few simple supplies. We'll need some food as we may be there a while. A spyglass will also be helpful to spot anything at a distance. But if we truly want to go undetected, we are going to need some camouflage. And the best way to do that is to blend in with nature. There's fires all around here, so what we're going to do is build an overnight bunker covered in leaves. If it is a rogue dragon, we don't want to spook it, and we need to be certain it can't see us, but we can see them. Oh yes, this is the perfect spot, Midnight. A clear line of sight right into the sheep pen. And this clearing right here is a perfect spot to set up our bunker, so let's get to work. I'm going to place leaves along the front and sides, enough height to just about fit underneath. You may have to stay a bit lower, you're pretty big, Midnight. Okay, so filling it in completely is not bad, but our view is a little bit blocked. We'll remove a leaf later when it's getting darker. We'll cover the roof to finish the bunker in case of any bad weather, and I'll set up the spyglass for the best view possible. Okay, and we're done. This is great. I hope you're up for a sleepover, Midnight. Looks like we'll be spending the night. Now that our sleeping arrangements are all set, you are on some cozy hay, and I've got my sleeping bag out and ready to go. We may have to take shifts watching the pen, but remember, Midnight, this is a secret mission, so it's important we stay patient, we stay awake when on duty, and most importantly, we stay super quiet. But I don't think anything will happen during the day. There's too many people around the village. So I think all that's left to do now is have a snack and wait for nighttime. Wouldn't it be funny if I was wrong this whole time and it was one of your kids? Okay, let's hope that's not the case. Alright, Midnight, our mission begins. And so we were set up to catch the culprit. If anything were to happen, we would for sure spot it from here. We began taking shifts watching the pen as the day turned to night. The moon is out and the villagers have all gone to bed. This is it, Midnight. This is where we clear the Night Fury's name. Oh, I know you're sleepy, Midnight, so if you want to have a nap, you should go ahead. I feel like I'm in a detective movie, so I'm pretty awake and alert. I'll take the first watch. So far so good. Everything's quiet. Too quiet. Whoa, lightning! But where's the storm? Something is off here, Midnight. There's no rain. More strikes above the mountains. This could be it, Midnight. I think something's coming. And that's when we spotted it. Following a trail of lightning bolts, it could only be one dragon. A Skrill! It swooped down out of the sky and snatched up a goat in its claws, striking lightning in the pen as it went. And in the blink of an eye, it was gone. No way, Midnight. Did you see that? Whoa, a Skrill dragon! I had no idea there were any around here. But it does make sense, as they tend to hibernate in icy mountains and glaciers, and our village is surrounded by those. So it was a dragon after all, but now we can officially confirm it wasn't a Night Fury. Check it out. The charred ground is coming from the lightning bolts. A Skrill doesn't breathe fire like a normal dragon. It calls the storm. It can channel lightning through its spines and unleash it whenever it's ready. They are really dangerous dragons. Look at the destruction it caused. We have no choice. We've got to try and stop it. But we were going to need some help. This was a job for a tracker dragon. Okay, Storm, you are up. We're in need of your nose. We're hunting a rogue dragon and you're the only one capable of tracking it down. So come on, out here, let's get to work. I've placed some of the leftover wool from the pen down for you to get the dragon's scent. This was the closest we got to it, so hopefully this works. Okay, looks like Storm is checking the scent. Okay, this is looking promising. She's picking up a scent in the air. We have a few more pieces to help. Have you got it, Storm? No? You need some more? Okay, this is left over from the sheep pen as well. It's our last clue. Oh no, wait. Oh, Storm, it wasn't for eating, but I should have known better. You are a dragon after all. Wait a minute, Storm, how did you do? Whoa, you look excited. Okay, wait, just there. I know you want to get going. Midnight, we're up. I want you to follow Storm closely, okay? Let's go track down a dragon. And just like that, Storm was flying away, following the trail of the Skrill. Midnight got a little bit excited and nearly left me behind, but I just about made it and we were off. Flying out away from the village, we followed Storm to the first clue. Not much time had passed when Storm made her first stop. Leftovers and remains from the villagers' sheep. The Skrill had been attacking for a few nights now, so there was a lot. It was stocking up food, it seemed, but for what? Storm, using her nose and following the scent, picked up the next location and we were off again. This time flying further and out towards the snowy peaks. We were getting close. Whoa, Storm is flying so quick. She loves when she gets to go out tracking. Midnight, remember, you're a night fury. Try to keep up. Okay, Storm, you're definitely on the right track. Great work. Another area of bone and wool. Good job, detective. We're getting close. Let's keep going. We flew and we flew through the snowy region. The Skrill was traveling far to hunt our sheep, it seemed. We had to be careful as we were entering its territory. A Skrill brings with it lightning more powerful than any natural storms, and we didn't want to be caught on the wrong end of that. You guys, the weather is getting pretty rough up here. Looks like it could be a blizzard. Maybe we should take it a little bit slower. I can't see anything. Oh, right there, Midnight. Look, it looks like Storm has landed. Let's find somewhere safe to sit down and see what she's found. And that's when it struck. With lightning and speed, the Skrill swooped down and slammed into Storm. But that wasn't the best idea. Midnight is very protective of his friends and family and wasn't going to let that slide. He burst through the clouds and grabbed the Skrill, slamming it into the wall of the icy mountain. He was angry. Midnight, no! Calm down. Everyone just relax, okay? Oh, Storm, are you okay? Let's all just take a moment to chill out. Oh, Midnight, I know you were just trying to protect Storm, but let's go easy, okay? We're here to try and find out why it's hunting our sheep. Remember, this is the Skrill's home. We probably just scared it. Okay, nice Skrill. We're sorry. You're safe now, don't worry. Midnight, come over here and apologize. Let it know that we are not a threat and it's safe now. Come on. Sometimes you've got to be the bigger dragon and not hold grudges. Storm isn't. Okay, that's good. Nice job, Midnight. Hopefully this works. So Midnight approached and bowed down, showing the Skrill it wasn't in any danger. Oh, Midnight, looks like you're getting in a bit of trouble. Probably fair. That was a little excessive, but Night Furies don't really mess around in a fight. The Skrill bowed in return and Storm felt safe to approach. It looked like they were all going to be friends after all. Okay, is everybody happy now? Good. Whew. It's tough work being a dragon trainer. Okay, well now. We're gonna need to figure out what we're going to do about you stealing all of our sheep, little Skrill. Now that everyone is friendly, I have a little idea. Midnight, you can rest up for now, but I'll need your help shortly. It's time for me to introduce myself to the Skrill. Turns out it's a female Skrill as well. Hey there, Mrs. Skrill. So the reason we are here is you've been causing some problems for our Night Furies in the village. You see, the villagers are blaming my dragons for your actions. It seems you've been hunting our sheep, and a lot of them by the looks of it. This place is covered in their remains, even frozen for dinner later. Huh, so here's the plan. Dragons are super agile and great hunters. I know you're just being lazy if you're attacking a pen. These snowy mountains are full of wild goats and sheep all over. So myself and Midnight are going to teach you how to hunt out here in the mountains. But first things first, we're going to need somewhere to store your goats. So I'm going to build you your very own pen. Now, these goats could jump quite high, so we'll need to cover the roof in snow after to keep them cool and stop them from escaping. Like your very own fridge in the mountains. Now, there's not a lot of wood around here, so I'll get to work on collecting some while you all rest up for the hunt to follow. First things first, we have to grab all the wood we can. And we also need to watch our step up here. One wrong foot and we could fall all the way down into the mountains. Not good. Okay, so there's not many trees, but we should be able to get just enough for a pen. While we're around here as well, we'll keep our eyes peeled for mountain goats. There should be plenty around, as this mountain range is huge. It's the perfect hunting spot. It should be a piece of cake for Midnight, who is a pro at hunting, but we have to hope that the Skrill will follow suit. I'm not sure why it wants so much food, but at this stage we have to do whatever we can to stop it attacking the village. Okay, so now that we have our fences, let's get to building our fridge. We'll build the fences all around with enough space to store a bunch of goats. We'll also need to build another few layers up on the sides. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Enclosure complete. Now, I hope these dragons are well rested because it's time to go hunting. This is one of my favorite parts. So let's saddle up and get ready. So away we went, and just like I thought, Midnight was a pro. He managed to get a catch on his first attempt and even landed it directly in our new pen. Not once, but twice. And with that, we noticed the Skrill taking flight. She swooped up to the mountaintop and snatched a goat. It was working. She circled around and copied what Midnight was doing, dropping the goat directly into the pen. The dragons worked together and it was an amazing sight. The Skrill had learned how to hunt in the mountains. So Mrs. Skrill, what do you think? We've covered the roof in snow now and you have your very own food supply. You can just dive in whenever you need. The snow blends it in nicely with the mountains, so no other dragons will try and steal your food. And the goats can't jump out. Both you and Midnight made a great hunting team out there. You're a natural. It also looks like you two are getting on great now. See, you don't have to be enemies. Being friends is a lot more fun. Huh? Where are you going? That's strange. The Skrill looks like it might want us to follow it. Okay, calm down, Skrill. We're on our way. Alright, Midnight. Come on, let's go see what's up. So, we followed the Skrill around the snowy mountaintop, but out of nowhere, it vanished. The only thing we could see was a big gaping hole under the mountain ridge. And, as it turns out, that's exactly where she was bringing us. Her home. She trusted the dragons and I so much that she was willing to let us in and show us her big secret. The reason she was stealing so much food in the first place. She was about to become a mom. Whoa, this is a beautiful home you've got, Mrs. Skrill. We're deep in this mountain, and that could mean only one thing. You're nesting! Oh, I really want to see these dragon eggs, but I've got to watch my footing. Don't worry, I won't get too close. Hey Midnight, check this out! She was stealing food for her family, preparing for her baby dragons to hatch. I'm so glad we were able to help now. You're going to be a busy dragon, so we'll be sure to keep an eye on your pen and help stock it whenever you need. But for now, I think we'll let you rest. We said our goodbyes and left her be in peace with her eggs. We flew fast and low through the mountain valleys, just happy we were able to help out a dragon family in need. And as it turns out, it wasn't long before the food was put to good use. Her hatchlings were being born. With all the talk of family bonding, Midnight was excited to get back to his family. But what we found was a bit of a shock. The family gone, nowhere to be seen. An ominous message left on our home. What could it all mean?